Page 24, Deck the Halls. 4/4 time, so we're counting to 4, and we're counting quarter notes, and we got all kinds of eighth notes going around. Let's look at this. Right hand. Left hand's not really a problem. You're just up here with half notes and a quarter note occasionally. It's just helping out. Left hand should be okay, I'm hoping. It's the right hand that's got everything. So we're starting here in this position. Don't stay there, but we're starting there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we got quarter notes, not bad. Lift up between the phrases. 1 and 1 and 4. Rest. Second line is the same as the first. Let's go on. Third line. You got to move up. You're here and it's between phrases. So you can lift up for the phrase, and as you do, you just move up one key. And 2. 1 and 2. Now watch this. You have an F sharp. Put the thumb under for the G. You need to be able to do the, don't twist your arm around or do any fancy stuff to do this. If you stay relaxed, you just bring the thumb under it, just bring the thumb under and play the G. You need to be able to do this. If you're practicing the scales, the C major scale, and I hope you are, you have to do this there. And so you should be familiar with this move already. And then go on. So that measure is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you're at the end of a phrase. So when you lift up, go ahead and move because you need your little finger on that note. Here, so you're just moving up and moving down. Then third measure, lift up and move up because you got to come up one key. And you stay there. That's the right hand. There's some trickiness going on. You work that out so it's all even and smooth and what you got to do. And then try putting the hands together. There's not a lot going on with the hands together because the left hand isn't doing much. All the action's in the right hand. So hopefully the left hand isn't going to cause too many problems. The left hand's going to move a little bit. Let's look at that. You're starting out here in the first line. Second line's the same. Third line, now you got to come up and put the third finger on the B. You've had a rest, you got time, you just come up here. Make sure you play the rest in the left hand. That D is by itself. And then in the last line, the left hand comes back down to where it started, here. And you got plenty of time to do that, just whenever. A couple little tricky spots you need to be aware of. The first and second lines are alike, so I'm going to use the first line, but just know that it happens in both lines. This is the last two measures. When you're here, the hands together, you're holding a C down in the left hand, and at the next measure, the right hand needs that same key. You got to get off the left hand half note a little early so the right hand can have it, because the right hand has to connect those notes. There can be no silence there, so just get off the left hand a little early. So the right hand can have it. As I said, it happens again in the second line, so as long as you're aware of it, it's fine. And then the other part is when you're going from the second line to the third line, you're moving both hands. And this gets tricky when you got to move both hands at once. It's bad enough moving one hand at a time. Both hands. So you're ending the second line here, and then both hands, you want third finger on here, the left hand goes up one, and the right hand, both hands go up one key. Now, you can, if you want, move both hands at once. That's hard. Or since you have a rest in the left hand at the end of the second line, you're only playing one, go ahead and move it up and just hover it over it until the right hand gets out of the way. And then when it comes time to doing the third line, the left hand's in place already. All you got to do is move the right hand. So you're only moving one hand at a time. So here, there, and Either way works. It's up to you on what you do. What is important is that the beat goes on. You don't hesitate here. You got the right notes at the right time, and so you're ready to do them. I tend to move the left hand early, and I've got it there ready to go. Because that's out of habit. I'll move it. I don't like moving both hands at the same time if I don't have to. I don't like moving the hands at all, but you have to sometimes. Let's play this together slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. This is a spirited piece. This is a happy piece once you get to know it. So you have to work it out. Especially that third line can be a challenge. Practicing the scales like I hope you are, the C major scale at least, then that helps you in playing this kind of stuff. When you run into the music, you'll find your fingers will work much better if you've been practicing the scales. So let's try this together slowly. I'm going to give us 4 counts, so go ahead and put your hands where they go to start. In each other's way is what it is. Hopefully your hands get along, they don't fight too much. And then we'll play it slowly together. 1, 2, ready and go, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 2. And